Aiden always found a sense of peace in his early morning rituals, wandering the shores of the serene coastline in his hometown. The ocean had always been a source of comfort for him, and on this particular morning, the rhythmic sound of the waves and the fresh, salty breeze seemed to offer a sense of harmony. As he walked along the beach, his practiced eyes scanned the sand, searching for anything that stood out. Over the years, Aiden had developed a talent for finding unusual objects amidst the ordinary, pieces of colored glass polished by the waves, intricately patterned shells, and occasionally fragments of old shipwrecks. On this morning, something unusual caught his attention, partially buried in the sand. Aiden's eyes, sharp from years of beachcombing, noticed several spherical objects that seemed out of place in the natural landscape. They were about the size of grapefruits, but their surfaces were not smooth. Instead, they were covered with irregular bumps and ridges, unlike anything Aiden had seen before. The odd appearance of the spears piqued his curiosity. These spears were not the usual debris that washed up on the shore, no driftwood or seaweed clusters here. As Aiden approached, he noticed that the spears emitted a faint, pulsating hum, almost indistinguishable from the sound of the ocean waves. The sound was so subtle that he wondered if he had imagined it. But as he reached down to pick one up, the hum became more pronounced, and the spear felt warm to the touch, despite the cool morning air. Each spear bore a unique pattern, as if individually crafted, and the hum seemed to respond to his presence, growing slightly louder as he held it. Aiden's initial excitement began to give way to a sense of unease. What could these objects be? They didn't resemble any known material he had encountered before. The thought crossed his mind that they might be remnants of some military exercise, or perhaps something more mysterious, even extraterrestrial. The more he considered it, the more Aiden felt the need to alert the authorities. When the police arrived, they were initially dismissive, treating the objects as nothing more than strange ocean debris. But as they examined the spheres more closely, noticing their warmth and the subtle vibrations, their skepticism turned to concern. The beach was quickly cordoned off, and a specialized bomb disposal team was called in to investigate further. The once peaceful beach was now a hive of activity, with the bomb squad treating the spheres as potential explosives. The team, clad in protective gear, used robotic devices to handle and analyze the objects. Their initial examination revealed that the spears were not conventional explosives, but they did possess some unusual properties. Despite the cool air, the spears remained warm, and the humming sound seemed to change in response to the equipment being used. News of the strange discovery spread quickly, drawing crowds of onlookers and the attention of the media. The local community buzzed with rumors and speculation. Some believed the spheres were the remnants of a secret military operation, while others suggested they were artifacts from an alien civilization. The most skeptical proposed they were simply a rare natural phenomenon, but the mystery surrounding the spheres only deepened as more details emerged. After determining that the spheres posed no immediate danger, the bomb squad transported them to a secure research facility for further analysis. The operation was conducted under a veil of secrecy, but that didn't stop speculation from running wild. Aiden, as the one who had discovered the objects, suddenly found himself thrust into the spotlight. His quiet life as a beachcomber was overshadowed by his unexpected find, and he was interviewed by local news outlets, with his story spreading far beyond his small town. Experts from various fields were brought together to study the spheres, including metallurgists, physicists, and geologists. The objects defied conventional understanding. Preliminary tests revealed that the spheres were made of an alloy not found on Earth, and they seemed to possess an internal energy source that accounted for the warmth and humming. Yet, despite extensive analysis, no electronic components or power sources were found within them. The mystery of the spheres grew with each new discovery. They appeared to be ancient, possibly predating any known civilization, yet their advanced technology suggested a different origin altogether. Theories about their purpose ranged from scientific instruments of a lost civilization to navigational devices from a distant planet. But without definitive proof, all these ideas remained speculative. Aiden, feeling a deep connection to the Spears and a sense of responsibility for their discovery, kept close tabs on the investigation. He was granted limited access to the research facility, where he could observe the ongoing analysis. The more he learned, the more the mystery captivated him. The Spears seemed to be more than just objects. They were a puzzle that no one could solve. Months passed, and despite the best efforts of the scientific community, the true nature of the Spears remained an enigma. Their origin, purpose, and the reason they had washed up on the serene coastline were still unknown. The Spears continued to hum softly, a sound that now seemed almost familiar to Aiden, like a distant memory just out of reach. The story of the Spears became a part of local legend, a tale of discovery and mystery that would be told for generations. For Aiden, the beachcomber who had stumbled upon these strange objects, life returned to a semblance of normalcy, but the experience had changed him. He continued his morning walks along the beach, but now with a heightened sense of wonder and curiosity. The Spears, with their unanswered questions, served as a reminder that the world was full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. In the end, the Spears were placed in a secure vault where they would be studied for years to come. Scientists from around the world would continue to debate their origin and purpose, but Aiden knew that some mysteries might never be solved. As he walked the serene coastline, now more aware than ever of the secrets the ocean might hold, he realized that the true value of his discovery was not in finding answers, but in embracing the unknown and the endless possibilities it suggested.